Hi. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. I hope you're well this morning. All right. You feel ready? Okay, so today I was just reading a little excerpt from a book that I have read that has had a big influence on my life. It's called The Untethered Soul. But I'm going back through a lot of these spiritual teachings that I have done over the last few years and just realizing how white they are. So yeah, I wanted to read this passage because this has been one of my favorite books that I just flip open and I read a passage and it speaks to me. And I really like going back and through this during this time and being able to kind of pull out and reconfigure what it means to me now that I'm here, rather than it being so zen, just think positive. There's more to life than just thinking positive. So I wanted to share this passage this morning. And it speaks to me as turning our struggles into our strengths and how to make our pain part of our strength. So I'm going to read the whole thing first. I'll go back and maybe mention a couple things, and then we will just breathe and feel into our bodies and just kind of sit with it. So if you want to get comfortable at all and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths as I'm reading this, feel free. I'm going to take a couple just to get me in my zone. So again, this is from The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. You must be willing at all times, in all circumstances, to remain conscious in the face of pain and to work with your heart by relaxing and remaining open. Remember, if you close around something, you will be psychologically sensitive about that subject for the rest of your life. Because you stored it inside of you, you will be afraid that it will happen again. But if you relax instead of closing, it will work its way through you. If you stay open, the blocked energy inside of you will release naturally, and you will not take on anymore. This is the core of spiritual work. When you are comfortable with pain passing through you, you will be free. This world will never be able to bother you again, because the worst of the world can do is hit the pain that is stored within you. If you do not care, if you're no longer afraid of yourself, you are free. You will then be able to walk through this world more vibrant and alive than ever before. You will feel everything at a deeper level. You will begin to have truly beautiful experiences rise up within you. Eventually, you will understand that there is an ocean of love behind all of this fear and pain. That force will sustain you by feeding your heart from deep within. Over time, you will form an intensely personal relationship with this beautiful inner force. It will replace the relationship you currently have with inner pain and disturbance. Now, peace and love will run your life. When you pass beyond the layer of pain, you will finally be free from the binds of your mind. And one line in particular that stood out to me is it says, when you are comfortable with pain passing through you, you will be free. And I just want to challenge the word comfortable, because can you really ever be comfortable with losing a loved one or seeing people who look like you dying constantly in this world? That is the world that we live in. But even though if that is not comfortable, you can be with it. You can be aware and you can still sit with that. You can breathe with it and you can invite that pain to pass through you so that you're not holding on to it so much. And I believe that this is how we turn our pain and our struggles into our strengths. When we don't let them become so painful, we invite them in to be a part of us, to become, to alchemize it into something different, something better, something more magical. So I'll invite you to just place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. You can always have the hands in the lap if that feels better. And just closing the eyes and beginning to breathe into this. Maybe just taking a couple moments to let the mind run and just think, what does it mean to be able to alchemize your pain and struggle into strength? Do you believe that's possible for you? And just noticing the sensations within your body. Maybe you notice, I feel like a little tightening almost in my heart, like a nervous energy that kind of wants to come down through my belly. And I'm meeting it with those deep breaths, those deep, soft breaths. And this is how we remember that we can do hard things, when we're able to be here with our discomforts. I invite you to gently press up through the head, the crown of the head, lengthening out the back of the neck slightly, relaxing the jaw, the face. I invite you to just bring a little more softness to your hands if possible. Sometimes I'm really weighing down, pressing into myself. Can you be soft? Can you be gentle here? Continuing to breathe, if possible, taking deep inhales in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just a few more rounds of those intentionally. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. Taking that notice if the mind comes to rest easy on the breath this morning. Can you just breathe and be aware of your breath, or does the mind have a lot to say and think about this morning? It's It's all part of just noticing this awareness, remembering there's no right or wrong to it. You can say, wow, I've got a few things on my mind this morning. Or wow, it seems simple to just notice my breath today. And just continuing to breathe. Remembering that you are here for yourself. And in being here for yourself, you're building a foundation to be here for so many others in your life, in your community. As you're ready, I'll invite you to just bring your internal focus towards your heart rhythm. Just noticing that heartbeat. And just for about the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to allow us to sit in silence and be with these rhythms. If the mind comes back or turns on, runs away, just taking another breath, noticing, and see if you can just be here again with the body, with the breath, with the heart. And if you feel called, you can start to expand your awareness more outside of your body, noticing your surroundings, what may be helping keep you in the present moment also. Feel free to let out any audible sighs that you feel called to. I like to hum, or just those, anything that feels right for you in this moment. And a little more untraditional from our traditional sits, I am going to invite you to let out a hum if possible with your exhale. We're going to do it 3 times. So first, let's just take one regular deep inhale, full exhale, letting all that air out. We'll take another nice full inhale. And this time just humming. No wrong way. Letting all that air out. Gentle inhale as it finds you again. And we're gonna let another one out. This time through this exhale, just noticing the vibration in your chest. Ooh. All the way out. One more time, full inhale. Last time, exhale with a hum. All the way out. Inviting the breath to return to normal. We'll just take a couple more moments to feel these rhythms of our body, noticing the breath, the heart, and the mind. Acknowledging that we've taken this time to calibrate these 3 systems within the body. And I especially love this exercise with the humming at the end because it allows us to really feel that our voice, your voice, has a vibration. And the first place that it hits, that it penetrates, is you. And the more that we show up and sit in meditation, we come to cultivate this awareness that allows us to be a more stable and capable individual because we are aware of how we are showing up in the world. And I'm not saying that it makes you a less angry person or a less irate individual. At least that's how I relate to this, because rage is my go-to. But it can allow you the ability to be able to check yourself, whether it's rage or discomfort of any kind. Just taking another breath here. Let's close out our practice today. We'll have a nice big inhale up, bringing the hands overhead, gently bringing the fingers down towards the third eye first, third eye center, taking this moment to acknowledge this deeper knowing within us, all of these systems at play beyond our logical mind. You know, you know, you do know. Taking another breath, bringing the fingers to the chin, gently blooming open these fingers, letting a space form between the palms. This is a symbol for love and light. Just taking a moment to acknowledge each other, sharing this space, sharing this community, remembering that we are each teachers, we are each students. And in another breath, gently closing the hands, I invite you to bring your hands over your own heart, possibly bowing this left temple out to the heart. Again, just another symbol of honoring your innate intelligence, your intuition. I invite you to take a silent moment here to just really thank yourself for showing up this morning, giving yourself a little squeeze. And as you're ready, just bringing the hands back down to the knees or in the lap, keeping the eyes closed or down for one more moment, just another breath here. There is this calm and centered space within each and every one of us. And when you take the time to be in this calm and centered space within yourself, and I take the time to be in this calm and centered space within myself, we share this oneness, this unity. And I do believe this is where our strength resides. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning. Namaste.